Hi, welcome. I'm Sarah, and a package has just arrived that I am quite excited about. That package is from Kaleidos Makeup. This is my first time ordering from them. They've been on my wish list to try for quite a while, and they recently dropped the Flower Punk collection. So today, let's see, today's May the 20th. I ordered the palette. That's one of the items in this box. I ordered the palette on May the 5th on release day. It shipped May the 10th and it arrived yesterday on May 19th. So honestly, much quicker than I was expecting because it did ship internationally. So yes, I was very happy, pleasantly surprised by the shipping time because these items are my birthday gift to myself. My birthday is not until June the 7th, but I've heard of Kaleidos shipping taking quite a while sometimes. So I knew that I wanted the palette, and so I'm like, I'm gonna order it on release date instead of waiting, you know, for lots more reviews and for a restock, just because I wanted it to arrive by my birthday. And it actually arrived quite ahead of my birthday. It's still like 2.5 weeks away or something like that. I would have already had all of this unboxed. It's just that I wanted to note that I appreciate how it arrived. I like that it's in a second mailer. It feels like there's a box in here and it feels like it's wrapped in bubble wrap. So we're gonna open it up, check it out. But I just wanted to say that I appreciate how it arrived. Gosh, it's like it's Christmas. Oh my gosh. Is there anything better than a new palette arriving in the mail? I don't know. Okay, so there is like styrofoam here, which I appreciate. It's taped. Oh my gosh, the packaging. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I was not expecting this because, okay, I loved the little dresser that they came out with, that like you could buy just the dresser alone, or you could buy like the whole collection in the dresser. Adorable. And I do have at home kind of like some shelves by my makeup setup that I have like cute packaging on. And so I was so tempted to buy that dresser, but I want to say, I can't quote myself on this because I didn't buy it, so I didn't really pay strong attention to the price. I want to say it was between like 50 and 60 bucks. And I'm like, Sarah, no. Like, for it to just sit on a shelf, don't do it. So I am pleasantly surprised that this is absolutely adorable. Like, I like that little detail running along here. Oh my gosh. I've always heard that Kaleidos kills it with packaging, and 1000% agree. This is very nice. Okay, so it opens like this. Wow, I almost just dropped it. Opens up, makeup on the bright side. It said that on the outer packaging too. It says, thanks for your support. Together we can make the future of makeup bright. That's nice. Oh, and then there's more protective padding on the inside. Got another piece in here. Okay, we've got our 3 individual items, and there's more of this padding at the bottom. So that is great. Hopefully everything is okay. So that's what the padding in the bottom is like. Very nice box. I will definitely keep this, and I may display this on my makeup shelves instead of the, you know, like the little dresser. But I was just honestly expecting like a regular box. So that's so cute. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're obviously gonna start with the palette because I have to. I have to see this. Oh, it's so pretty. The outer box. It's got the ingredients on the back. Okay, so I did pull up the details on this. This is the Flower Punk palette, $36, 9 shades. And then on their website too, if you have any allergies or any ingredients that you want to check, they do have the ingredients listed by individual shade on the website, and then they're also on the back here. This is beautiful. This makes me think of a carousel. Like, maybe it's just because of the horse, but this is absolutely stunning. It says pressed pigment palette, cruelty-free and vegan. The total weight is 8 grams. I will definitely keep this outer box as well. It's kind of like, these are 3 cutouts. So it's kind of 3D, really pretty. It's kind of like a children's picture book. It's very, very sweet. Okay, now for the best part. I've got to see these shades. Okay. Once again, really nice presentation. Oh, she's so pretty. I really love the packaging of this, that the front is mirrored. It's just very different. I don't think I have any other palette like that, so just very creative. And then the back, oh, I love the whole colors of this. The back says Kaleidos, a radically verdant vision. A radically verdant vision, it's kind of hard to say, of lush greens and soft earthy tones, makeup on the bright side. Oh my gosh. Just beautiful. So I did see on the website, on the page for the for this palette, it advises that the best way to open the palette is to slide the top off rather than trying to pull it directly off. So you can just slide it in any direction. I'm sure most of you have seen how this opens, and it does not hinge. The top comes completely off. So let's slide it off, shall we? I want to do this carefully. Ooh, the magnets are really nice though. So there's a mirror on the back here. All the shades are fine. So relieved, nothing's broken. Oh my gosh. So the mirror, it does have like a little protective cover I'll have to peel off. And here she is. I cannot tell you how much I adore this color story. I own a lot of palettes, and so I find that I'm more apt nowadays to buy individual shades that I feel are really missing from my collection and that I would get a lot of use out of. It's very rare that a color story just completely captivates me like this one. And I think one of the reasons that I love it is because this right side here is my comfort zone. So these are like my grungy greens, colors that I play with all the time. And then on the left side are more of the shades that are gonna challenge me. I am very excited to really work within this color story and challenge myself to pair them all together, and not to just like rely on this right side all the time. So, oh my gosh, these are just beautiful. Oh, that shade Golden Age, oh my gosh. And I do have some grungy greens. Mainly I own the Give Me Glow Juicy Olive palette, and that's my go-to for green eyeshadow, just beautiful olive greens. And so I don't own colors, I still have to swatch them, but I really don't think I have anything like those green shades. So that's really nice. I think all of these are gonna be unique to my collection. So I'm very, very excited about that. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Oh, I can't wait to dive into this. I believe, I will double check myself, but I believe that I spent $18 for international tracked shipping. So once it arrived in the US, it was handed over to FedEx, and then I was able to track it from there. There's 9 shades in here. So that comes out to $4 per eyeshadow. Okay, so that is extremely exciting. But now, ooh, that's kind of fun. That's kind of fun. Oh, it's weird not to lift it off. I like went to lift it and then remembered that I wasn't supposed to. You're just supposed to slide it. The magnets do seem to be quite strong. Happy about that. This is very pretty. It is, I know that some people had feelings about this coming off and the mirror being detachable. I don't mind because on a palette this long, I'm not likely to use the mirror in it anyways. I prefer like a small square mirror. Every morning I use one of the Huda Beauty, one of the 9-pan palettes. I use these mirrors to do my makeup. I just find it much easier to hold and I just prefer it. So doesn't bother me because I'm not likely to really use the mirror in it anyways. Okay, so the next 2 items that I bought, I guess I'll start with the other item that's from the collection. So I bought the Blue Agave Softening Lip Mask. This just intrigued me because it seemed really nice and it's only $8. So the website says a highly moisturizing lip mask formulated with shea butter and agave leaf extract. Once again, the box is adorable. Really pretty blue. It says cruelty-free and vegan product as well. And oh yeah, that's lovely. So I do have to confess that like I've never tried a lip mask before. So honestly, as long as I don't have like issues with it, as long as it doesn't like, I don't have like an allergic reaction to it, and as long as it does soften my lips, I'm gonna consider it a success. I'm not like a connoisseur of lip masks with a long list of expectations. So anyways, it's super cute. I love the little, oh, there's like shimmers in there. I was not expecting that. I don't know if you can see on the side. It's kind of shimmery. It's pretty. How much product is in here? Oh, it does say vegan, gluten-free, sulfate-free, alcohol-free, soy-free, paraben-free, hormone-free, silicone-free, and fragrance-free. It's a lot of free. Okay. How much product is in this? Oh, it's 7.5 grams, it says on the bottom. And it has a shelf life of 18 months. So the directions say using your finger, take a generous scoop and apply evenly to lips. Well, I'm gonna go grab some hand sanitizer because you should not be just like putting your hand in it and applying it because that's how you get bacteria. So I'm gonna go grab some hand sanitizer. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back with hand sanitizer because I do wanna try this out. So yeah, I would say wash your hands, or maybe you could use like a small like metal spatula, like the ones that they have for makeup. Maybe you could use one of those to like scoop out a little bit of a small amount. Use it to scoop out a small amount, put it on your finger, and then apply it. But I just use hand sanitizer, so. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and unscrew this. Oh, it had a little top on it. Has no scent, which I guess makes sense because I just read that it's fragrance free, so. Okay, so that's what it looks like here in the pot. Very pretty, pale blue color. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Princess Frostine's dress on the Candyland board. And that makes me happy. Very pretty. Okay, so I'm just gonna, ooh, feels like, you know, just like, oh, it's a little bit goopier of a consistency than, you know, maybe like a little tub of Carmex or something like that, or like Vaseline. Okay. Gonna apply this. And it does say to, let's see, let the mask sit for at least 30 minutes to soak into the lips and achieve maximum hydration. You can even apply it before bed and leave overnight. Afterwards, use water and a soft cloth to remove the mask. Okay, so I guess we're supposed to remove it after we use it. Feels nice. Spreads very easily. That's nice. Happy with that. It feels really nice. It's a little bit thinner of a consistency than, what is it that I use all the time? I use it so often that I don't remember the name of it because I just grab it. It's a little tube. Oh, I use the Jack Black Intense Therapy Lip Balm, SPF 25. That's what I use and I like have in my purse. So it's a little bit thinner of a consistency than that, if you know what I'm talking about. Something that I'm noticing is it has a slight cooling effect, which is really nice. but I'm happy that I'm not feeling any tingling. You know, like if you've ever tried like a classic lip plumper gloss or something like that, it just feels slightly cooling. It's quite pleasant. Okay, so the last item has been on my wish list for a long time. I feel nervous opening this because I really don't want it to be broken. Oh, it's the Space Age Prophecy highlighter. Sorry, I'm just caught up in the packaging because it's beautiful. It is a multi-chrome highlighter. The back, that's what I'm reading off of. It says a multi-chrome champagne highlighter with a supernatural green and fuchsia shift designed for ultimate illumination. This color shifting glaze is the chosen one the universe has been waiting for. So, oh, this packaging is very nice. Okay, so this has been on my wish list for a long time, but this highlighter, I am even kind of slightly embarrassed to say it, but this highlighter is $36. $36. Literally what the palette cost. Now, I'm assuming that's because it's a multi-chrome highlighter. Like I know I own the Unicorn Elixir eyeshadow from Give Me Glow. It's a multi-chrome eyeshadow. It's beautiful. And I think that eyeshadow, I want to say it was like 20 bucks. And their single eyeshadows usually run for $7 a piece. But it was more expensive because of the ingredients used to make it and to make all those color shifts. So I'm assuming that that's the same thing going on here because, let's see, the price of their other highlighters, I'll just go to Comment Catcher, $14. So it's pricey. $14 for their other highlighters, $36 for this one. But I've seen great things about it. It's been on my wish list. I just didn't want to spend $36 and $18 in shipping just for this one highlighter. So I was kind of waiting for something else to order it with. The packaging is really nice and like sturdy plastic. Really cute. Oh, I love the packaging of their highlighters. This is so pretty. Oh, Space Age Prophecy. I like that the packaging shifts with the colors, the same colors of the highlighter. So Moment of Truth, is it in one piece? Yes. Oh, hallelujah. It's in one piece, ladies and gentlemen. She's okay. I'm so relieved. It doesn't look like much in the pan, but I cannot tell you how excited I am to swatch this. I've been dying to put this on my face. Oh, it's so pretty. And this is like a little tin canister, so that's super cute. I love that. Okay, things are out of their boxes. We're good to go. We're gonna start swatching things. I can't wait. Okay, so I'm back from doing swatches. I still have the Space Age Prophecy on my hand. I cannot wait to put this on my cheekbones. I hope that the shifts are picking up. It's just very intense and very beautiful, and I love that I'm not seeing like glitter. I don't like glittery highlight. This just looks gorgeous. I do have the palette still swatched on my arm, but I don't think there's any way I could contort my arm to like show you that. And you'll have already seen the video swatches anyways. Okay, the eyeshadows. Bananas. I think I audibly said bananas to myself as I was swatching Sun Gazer, especially. That is unreal. Everything was velvety smooth. Mint Fever, Nouveau, Peach Soju, and Earthship in particular felt like butter. The Chlorophyll and Golden Age felt slightly drier, not drier in a bad sense. I just kind of noticed it felt slightly different as I was, you know, dipping into it. So felt amazing. Very luxurious. I'm very happy with how these swatched. Obviously, how they swatch is not a clear indicator of how they're going to perform, but I love this right side. My heart. I mean, I could do looks with those 4 shades forever. The Chlorophyll and Golden Age are very unique to my collection because Golden Age, it's kind of a mustardy orange, like a mustard brown orangish shade. And I do have mustard colors in my collection. I adore wearing that shade. But this one is unique, and I don't have anything quite like Chlorophyll. So I'm thrilled about that. This is just so pretty. Oh, all right. So let's start applying things, shall we? So I did just clean off my arm, and I just wanted to note that I do not have any staining whatsoever. I realize I can't show you my entire arm, but where I put down the shadows, I do not have any staining. So happy about that. I just see slight glitter. I think I'll just need to use some soap and water to get the little glittery flecks off my arm and off the back of my hand. So I'm gonna go do that now, and then we're gonna play with this makeup. Okay, so I got my hand and arm washed off. No glittery specks remain. And then I did wipe off the lip mask as they advised. So the first thing that I wanna do, I know that you're supposed to do your face after your eyes, whatever, but I wanna get this highlighter on my cheekbones. So, cause I mean, regardless of the look that I do, I'm gonna be using this highlighter. So let's go ahead and apply that. I'm very, very excited. Let me grab my mirror. Okay, hopefully you'll have to forgive me. This is my first video. So hopefully everything is in frame and I don't like block my face off at all. This is a BH Cosmetics highlighter brush. Really like these. Definitely picked up good amount on the brush. Tap it off. Okay, let's go to town. Oh my goodness. The green, oh my gosh. Oh, I love that. Oh, sorry, this is a little hard to do whenever this is not obviously how I normally apply my makeup. Normally, like, I'm in front of the mirror in the bathroom. Oh, I hope that you can see the shift. But I can see it. I can see both colors, like both the intense pink, kind of pinkish orangish, and the green without even turning my face, which I love. This is so cool. I have absolutely nothing like this in my collection. Let's get the other side. I kind of like to apply my highlight in that C motion, backward C. It's just how I like doing it. Very good. All these baby hairs getting in the way. As you can see, I have already done my base makeup. I use the ColourPop Pretty Fresh foundation. I like to put just a little bit on the bridge of my nose. I don't highlight the tip of my nose, but just kind of the bridge, and then the Cupid's bow. One time I was using a very intense silver highlight around Christmas and I put it on my Cupid's bow. My husband, I just finished doing my makeup, and my husband is like, "You have a silver mustache." I'm like, "Oh, it's my highlighter." He had no clue. I'm like, "No, I just like got excited and went kind of heavy-handed with the highlighter." He's like, "You have a silver mustache." Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, I love this. I absolutely love that this is not glittery, that I can see that green shift. This is so wearable. Honestly, I think this is so wearable. How beautiful. I hope that this is coming across okay on camera. Like I said, first video. I'm a noob over here. Very excited about this, if you can't tell. Okay, so now let's get to the eyes. So I'm gonna close up the highlighter, set it aside. For eye primer, I have the Juvia's Place Eye Prep, Eye Prime eye primer in shade number 1. This, I'm just shaking it a little bit. This primer is really great. I've really been enjoying it. It is more liquidy than I was expecting. So I just kind of have a brush. I don't even remember where I got this brush. And I just put a little bit on the brush because I don't want to squeeze it out onto my eye and accidentally squeeze out way too much. This is gonna spread a lot, and it's definitely lighter than my eyelid, so it's gonna look a little crazy, but then when we put the eyeshadow on and we blend everything out, it will be good. So it might look a little crazy at first. So I just kind of dab it on both eyelids and then start patting it in. I do like that it's a lighter shade though, because I don't really have under eye darkness. Now I take my ring finger and I just pat it in. I don't really have under eye darkness. I just have kind of darkness on the inner, like this part of my eye, by the bridge of my nose. And so I really like that this is lighter because I can kind of bring it over a little bit and get rid of that. Now, of course, is just the question of what do I want to do? I would like to use as many of the shades as possible. I would like to use all 3 color groupings, like the greens, the pinks, and the mints, kind of the turquoises. So let's just start and figure it out from there. I'm totally nailing this makeup tutorial thing. We'll start and we'll figure it out. I'm just gonna clean off my favorite brush. This is the Ulta shadow switching pan. My favorite brush is this angled brush from Sigma. I can barely read the numbers because I've had it for forever, but it says SS275, but it's just kind of a nice fluffy angled brush that I really like using for my crease shade. I am gonna start in the crease and then we'll go from there. So let's go into the darkest shade, which is Earthship, the matte olive green. And I'm just gonna start packing this on the outer V and taking it into the crease. Oh, you know what? I better check my camera because I don't know if I need to get closer at all so you can like really see what I'm doing. Okay, I just zoomed in a bit. Hopefully this is better. Just gonna keep picking up Earthship and packing it in the outer V in the crease. I think I'll take it about that far. I'm gonna reserve this for one of the other matte shades. Something that I like so far is that I'm not noticing any fallout, and there also was not very much kick up in the pan. I don't really mind if there's kick up. Don't mind too much if there's fallout either, as long as I can sweep it away easily, but just something I thought I would mention. Okay, now I'm gonna take a small shader brush. This is from BH Cosmetics, and I'm gonna go into chlorophyll. And I'm just gonna place it a little bit further into the inner corner. Oh, that's so pretty. I love that. Love how vibrant that is. I also like that it didn't just turn to a yellow on my eyelid. Like, it's still kind of that intense, bright chartreuse. Is that a good way of describing it? Okay, so this is where we're at so far. I'm going to take another small blending brush. I think that this one is from e.l.f. And I'm gonna take, what is this? My eyesight is bad. Mint Fever, that matte mint shade. And I'm going to, oh, that picked up really nicely. I'm going to pop that right here. I feel like a cute, grungy ice cream cone right now. Like a swirl of color. Okay, that's fine. Now, to blend out the edge of that the dark green, I'm gonna take a small blending brush. Seems to be the theme of the day. And what are you called? Oh, I got my thumb in one of the shadows. No. Okay, all is well. Golden Age, that's what it is. And I'm just gonna use this to blend out the line from Earthship. Yeah, that's right. These are blending together, blending out very, very nicely. Okay, here we are so far. I like where this is starting out. I think for the lid, I've got to use Sun Gazer. So pretty. So I'm going to, this is a little trick I learned from Butte Bean. I'm going to take some NYX glitter glue and dab it onto my lid, and then pop on my lid shade. Okay, done with the lid. Whenever I mentioned Butte Bean and the glitter glue, it reminded me how she's like queen of putting, I love how she puts a little strip of shimmer above the lid shimmer. So I decided to use Aloe Cove. I couldn't decide if it was Cave or Cove. Aloe Cove, and just put it a little bit above. Really pretty, I like it a lot. I have a little bit of fallout from Sun Gazer. Little bit of kick up in the pan. I'll show it to you. But these blend together so smoothly and seamlessly. I'm not having to put effort in or really try to get them to like work for me. I'm very, very happy with this. So I am gonna brush away the little bit of fallout from Sun Gazer with an e.l.f. fan brush. And then I'm going to just wash off, I have Sun Gazer on my ring finger. I do like patting my lid shade on with a ring finger just to make sure I'm getting the maximum impact. I know some people don't like dipping their fingers in their eyeshadow. Totally fine if you don't, but that's just what I like to do. So I'm gonna wash my hand and then I'm gonna come back and decide what to do for the lower lash line. Okay, so we're definitely gonna use the pinks on the lower lash line because we have not used them yet. So I think what I'm gonna do is use the Melt Burnish Matte Gel Liner in my waterline. I may use it on my top lash line as well. We shall see. Oh gosh, should I use this one? Or I just got a melt order in yesterday and I have some new eyeliners here. Ooh, I may do Lamia, actually, however you say that. It's kind of, I haven't used this yet, but it's a plum-based brown. I think I may actually use this in my waterline. Oh, this is gonna be hard to do with the camera. I have to be careful not to get it on my contact lenses because then my eyes are gonna hate me so much. I adore the Melt eyeliners, whether they're the pencil liners or they're gel liners. This is really pretty. Okay, so there we are with some eyeliner. And let's start with the lower lash line. So just cleaning off my favorite pencil brush. So I'm gonna use Nouveau Peach Soju, and then I think I'll use Stained Glass in the inner corner. So we're gonna start with Nouveau and kind of put that on the outer half, and then Peach Soju on kind of the inner third to inner half, and then Stained Glass on the inner corner. So I'm excited to see how this goes. I think that Nouveau is an unexpected hidden gem in this palette. I don't have any shade just like this, and it's so pretty. It's not just like a hot pink or a berry pink or something kind of predictable. It's a very earthy, grungy, pinkish mauve shade. This is kind of an unexpected, I mean, yeah, I expected it to be nice, but like, actually really, really, really like it. So I'm gonna clean off that same brush and then go into Peach Soju for the rest of my, ooh, picks up a good amount. Tap it off for the rest of the lash line. Shade is really pretty and really, really buildable. Just gonna go back in with a little bit of Nouveau to kind of blend them together. Wow, I don't have any more fallout than the original Sun Gazer. that's very nice. Here's the pans after using them in terms of any kind of kick up. So pretty average. Now for one of the best parts of a makeup look, the inner corner highlight. So I've got this very pointed pencil brush. I think that this is from e.l.f. And I think I'm going to use a little bit of the NYX glitter glue. Don't usually do this in my inner corner, but I do know I'm going to use stained glass, and that is a duochrome. So it does even say on the website that it's like a translucent shade with like a pink purple shift. So I don't know, like, hopefully it's buildable and I'll really be able to get like a solid punch of pink in the inner corner. We'll just see how this goes, but I am going to use a little bit of glitter glue to just help it. Wow, I'm having a hard time getting some out, of course. Okay. Just gonna pat that on with my pinky. I think I'm gonna start with this little pencil brush, and then I will probably end up using my pinky just to tap it on top again for maximum color payoff. So just gonna get a bit on that brush. Oh, that's really nice. That definitely has more pigment than I was expecting just from the shade description. I was prepared to have to work with it a little bit more, but that's really nice. I can't wait to keep using this palette because like all these shimmer shades I just want to use like across the lid, and oh, this is so pretty, and I don't feel like I'm doing it justice by just putting it in the inner corner, but you only have so much lid space, you know? That is beautiful. I love that in the inner corner. So Reason tells me to use, like, I love White Noise from Give Me Glow. It's one of my favorite highlighters. I love using that on the brow bone, kind of like a champagne gold highlight. Really, really pretty. Reason is telling me to use that, but what my heart wants is more Space Age Prophecy. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna use the same pencil brush just so I can be really specific with it. And just gonna pick up a little bit of that highlighter and place it on the brow bone. Oh yeah, this was a good decision. This was a good decision. Okay, there is my eyeshadow all finished. I am going to try and decide eyeliner situation. I don't know if I want to do liner or not. So I'm going to decide and then I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. I did end up using more of that melt pencil. Lamia is what it's called. I used this on the upper lash line and then curled my lashes, applied mascara. I used that Essence mascara. I'll put the name of it in the description box. Love that mascara. So sorry that I did all of that without you, but it would have been very difficult to do my top lash line and everything here. So I just kind of went ahead and did it in front of the mirror. So here's the completed eyes. I'm absolutely thrilled with how this came out with these eyeshadows. I cannot wait to keep using this. I have so many more ideas. So many more looks I want to try. This is a gorgeous palette. Of course, last step, lips. I think I'm going to use Fawn from Melt Cosmetics, one of my favorite liquid lipsticks. So the first product I'm going to apply is the ColourPop Lippie Stick Primer. I really like this. I do feel like it helps my lipsticks just adhere more smoothly. And then I'm gonna go in with Fawn. Even though that kind of felt like the boring choice to me out of my options, I am glad that I picked Fawn. I think it complements everything else really nicely. If you've never tried Melt's liquid lipsticks, they're fantastic. And this shade Fawn, I think, is the most versatile because you can pair it with warm and cool tone looks, which I think is why it works really well with this, because we've got like the mint green, the pink, the like grungy green. So I think that once again, this lipstick comes through. I think in the center of my lips, I'm gonna apply some of the Maybelline Lifter Gloss in the shade Ice. This is a really pretty kind of sparkly pink, so it makes me think of stained glass. Just gonna pat a little bit of this on. So here we are with the finished look. One thing I forgot to add is Kaleidos' Instagram page has really nice comparison swatches. If you own any of their other palettes that have like some shimmery shades or some duochrome shades, they have swatched like different shades and shown the similarities and the differences. So I would go check out their page, especially if you own any other Kaleidos makeup. For a first introduction to this brand, absolute home run, which I'm relieved of because it was an expensive order, especially with the international tracked shipping. But I can't tell you how pleased I am with how these perform. I think my two favorite things about these eyeshadows is that what they look like in the pan is what they look like on the eye. I love that. And then they all played beautifully together. I had to put very little effort into blending. So I'm a huge fan of that. I will definitely be doing lots more looks with this. If you're interested in this palette and you've just kind of been waiting to see other reviews, I do know, I've seen on Instagram people like duping the palette within their own collection, kind of taking single eyeshadows and kind of getting close enough to where they're like, okay, I don't really need to buy this. These shades are unique to my collection, so I had like no hesitation whatsoever about ordering it. But you know, if you're interested in that, there are pages on Instagram that have used single eyeshadows to kind of dupe it. Maybe you're only interested in like one or two shades in particular, so that may be helpful. I know that Kaleidos' Instagram has been posting restock information. Sorry, my throat's getting a little dry. They've been posting restock info to their website. So maybe you waited after the initial launch and you just kind of been waiting to see lots more reviews to make your decision. I would go to their Instagram page for updates, but I can tell you that I'm very, very happy with this. I hope that you enjoyed. Hopefully, you know, I wasn't too off screen or anything. I'm sure as I'm editing, I'm gonna be like, oh, Sarah, why? These products were definitely a joy to play with. I think especially the highlighter, it just felt really, really fun to play around with. Oh, something to go along with the note, kind of on the same note as I mentioned earlier about Kaleidos and the swatches they have on their Instagram, I do want to commend them for having lots and lots of swatches on their Instagram page before launch. I do not like it whenever brands just maybe have like one set of swatches and that's all you have to go on before the launch. And it's like, okay, could I maybe see some video to kind of see how how it shifts in the light? Like sometimes, you know, you only get a few pictures pre-launch. So I really appreciated how many photos they put up on their Instagram. It made me feel like I didn't have to go elsewhere to, you know, look for more information or try to find other pictures. I felt like I got all the info I needed from their Instagram page, and just as a consumer, I appreciate that. Yeah, if you have any questions about the products, let me know. Like I said, I mean, this is my first experience with Kaleidos, so I'm not an expert by any means, but based on this experience, I'm very, very pleased with them. I'm looking forward to their future launches. So yeah, it's going on 3 o'clock here and I haven't had lunch yet because I've been filming for forever. So I'm gonna go eat some lunch in my super fancy makeup look, having nowhere to go on a Thursday. But who cares, because it was lots of fun anyway. So anyways, thanks for hanging out. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you later. Bye.